It's been a minute since we've been in front of y'all. Got me straight. August is good.
What was your August like from a competition perspective, I guess?
Oh, it was great. It was great to get back out there and compete with everybody. Go out there and knock some heads around in defense, make some big plays on offense. So it was a great August for me, getting back out there and just competing with the guys. So I had fun.
Physically, you're feeling great?
Yeah, for sure.
Feeling more or less back at home?
Yeah, like I said, whether it's left guard or right guard or center, I had no problem doing what I needed to do, but there's a comfortability in going back to the position that I played all last year. Just to hone in on my technique and just master the fundamentals. So it's great being back at left guard.
How did you attack mentally, Marcus? Because it's easy for the bumper sticker line of competition makes everybody better. Iron sharpens iron. Again, you're a guy who had a starting.
Yeah.
Somebody else comes in who had a starting job.
Yeah.
Only one guy can win. So how did you go about it?
Yeah, just go out here and solidify the integrity of the offensive line. Just solidify everything that I knew I was capable of doing. Just making that proving that to myself that I know, even though there's more competition than it was last year, that I can go out there and do what I need to do. And not only that, it helped the betterment of the team. Having guys out there, Coach T, I remember it was after, the first scrimmage. He was like, everyone's doing a great job, so who's going to be most consistent? And, offensive line is a position predicated off consistency. So that was a testament for me, I felt like, was how consistent can I be? You know what I'm saying? How can I make a play one day? Okay, can I go back and do it again the next day? Can I do it again the next day? So for me, just confidence builder, and my plan is to do that the entirety of the season.
Does the experience of last year and maximizing that opportunity, do you think that's going to help you in this position, in this capacity?
Absolutely. Just because I've been accustomed to game day, I've seen the game day looks, I've seen the game day process from Coach Manning, how we go about it, and so there's a familiarity about it. Most people in those situations would fall to complacency just because they're like, oh, I've already done that. But for me, it was one of those deals where it was like, game day last year is going to be different for me this year just because last year I had a gang of older guys that were around me that had played for 5-6 years at the time, and I was a new kid on the block. Now it was kind of a little bit of reverse where I'm kind of one of the older guys, and then the guys underneath me, they're going to be new kids on the block. So there's a level of maturity that I have to take forward, and the older guys in the older room are doing a great job of doing that. And the younger guys are giving me a lot of feedback too on, hey Mark, this is what you could do better, and I'm telling them the same thing. So everyone's holding each other to the standard. So it's all good.
Obviously, like yourself and Steven talked about that standard.
Yeah.
When, like news yesterday, the three guys from the
Yes.
What is that feeling like? It's not some nebulous concept of the standard.
Yeah.
Like we're able to say, I played with three guys on the team.
Yeah.
This is what the standard is.
Well, number one, shouts out to all those guys, Alex, TJ, and all the other guys that got picked up on the 53-man roster. It was great to see those guys go on. Number two, like you say, it was a great feeling. Like, wow, I played next to those guys who TJ, I heard, had 0 pressures, over 80 pass breaking snaps. And then the Texan Forsythe was like, yo, all your hard work's paying off. You made the 53-man roster with all the ups and downs that he's been through. So for us, it's just like, wow, those guys had a great college career here. How can we elevate that and make it bigger so where it's like, yo, we can maximize it, we can take farther from where those guys would be in. So we just do that every single day, and we just never shy away from it because, like you say, that's the standard now. We've seen what those guys were able to do. We've seen the work that they were able to put in. How can us in this room now, in this O-line room now, how can we take it to the next level? And it starts with practices like today, and it starts on Saturday with game one. So.
How do you judge a clean game? Obviously, a win is the easiest way, but we know teams can play bad and win games.
Yeah.
Like, how do you walk away on Saturday feeling like we won and we played good football?
Yeah. Well, that's one of our plans to win is play clean ball. Let's not beat ourselves from offensive standpoint. Let's not turn the ball over. Let's not have the ball in jeopardy. For us as offensive line, obviously penalties and things of that nature. Playing with clean technique. Are we finishing guys after the play? Are we running to the ball? For us, that's what we judge as a clean game. And if we can go out there and do that on Saturday, it'll be a great way to open the season. So that's what we look for.
Have you felt like consistently that's shown up in practice through fall camp?
Oh, absolutely. Even in the days where we sometimes may not run to the ball as much, Coach Locke, Coach Landon, Coach Terry, everybody, O-line run to the ball because it's a play emphasis. Because on Saturday, it's not just going to happen just because it's on game day. Yo, it's not just going to happen. So that's one of those deals where we have to practice it day in and day out. So us in the O-line room, we hold each other to the standard, and the coaches do a great job of like, yo, 5-yard burst O-line, because like you said on Saturday, we got to keep chasing downfield and making those extra boxes 0, 6, and 20, and 10, whoever else got the ball.
Have you noticed the difference in the way the coaching staff is treating this year at all compared to last season when they were kind of fresh and new with you guys?
Yeah, no, we have a lot of people that are coming back. A lot of those people they've been in the system before. So we don't have to reintroduce a lot of things. It's Coach Landon's putting the onus on the older guys, the guys that have been here last year. You guys already know what the standard is. This is a player-led team now. We don't have to introduce a lot of new things to everybody. We just put this in our hands, and we run this team. You know what I'm saying? So they're putting everything on our hands. So whatever we want from this season, whatever we want from Saturday, that's going to be on us. And so it's really more so like, okay, we've seen what it looks like. We've seen what we did last year and the results that we got. And like I said all the time, making that jump from good to great. How do us as the players make that jump and do it on a consistent basis, week in and week out, playing and play out, game in and game out. So it's more so about honing the standard, keeping the standard, and then raising it every single day. And that's what we try to do every day. And that's what we attempt to do every single day in practice.
I know during the off season there's like a lot of like team building activities. Absolutely. And like coach will bring you guys over to the house and barbecues. What is he like when the season turns on? Like when he comes out here, it just seems like he's the most serious dude. You love. Is he like that with you guys all the time, even now, or is this?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. There's this level of seriousness that it comes in with the season. That man has been at the highest of the highs, and he wants to do it as his own head coach. And we feel it. Every single one of us in the building feel it, and we want that level of success for ourselves. And he's been there before, so everyone's just buying into changing what we need to do, making those jumps from being good to great. Like I said, we did it. We had a good season last year. This year we're making that jump, and we need to do it. We've never made that jump before, so now we're honing in on making it with the little things, because those little things matter, and every single day. So we're doing that, and we're doing a great job of doing it. And you just can't wait to go out there and show the byproduct of that on Saturday.
Has time spent working at center at all helped you?
What up, Steve?
Has it helped you with your understanding of just how the defense works, and how the offense works, and kind of how you fit in all those spots?
Absolutely. You can player flexibility is great for any position. So especially at center, because you're inevitably the second quarterback, and so whenever you can get a bigger picture of like, okay, safety rotation, loaded fronts, everything of that nature. And when I transition back to guard, it only helps me because now I don't have the ball in my hand. And one less thing I got to worry about, now I can look at the shell and the edge of the defense and all these other intangibles that can help me play a lot faster and help keep 10 clean and help create lanes for 0, 6, and 20. So yeah, it helps a lot better. So.
With it being game week, how have you kind of seen the team make the transition from, hitting each other in fall camp to now you're scouting another opponent, like you're preparing to not hit someone else on your team, but like someone else, a different opponent.
Yeah, we're ready to hit somebody else. Honestly, we've been competing versus each other for, like you said, the betterment over a month. And it's very redundant just because you start seeing other people's moves and everything of that nature. But now that we get to game plan, we get to see a lot of people, we get to see a different opponent, different colored jersey, we're ready to go hit somebody. You can see it in this room. Because Landon talked about it yesterday. Like, you can feel the buzz in this room, in this whole staff. Everyone's ready to go out there and see Saturday, but the byproduct of everything that we're doing, and we're ready for Saturday. We're taking it day by day. Obviously, we're practicing, competing great against everybody else, but we are ready to go hit somebody on Saturday. So, we close another practice. We got another one tomorrow, but we are ready to hit somebody on Saturday. I can't wait for everybody to go see it.
At what point in fall camp or just throughout the fall are you done hitting, your own teammates and you're ready? Because I think Vaso said yesterday it's week 1. He's already ready. Is that kind of same for you?
Offensive line, one of those things you hit every single day, so you never get really tired of hitting. But like you said, we ready to hit somebody else. I think once you get that Saturday feeling, it's like, okay, now we're really in that game mode. But even now, we still kind of feel like we're in the fall camp mindset just because we haven't taken that next step to hitting somebody else. Okay. Okay. Is that it? Thank you.